Welcome to Perspectives On, where we're giving the world a voice. Our theme is investing in our planet, and we will continue to give the world a voice by celebrating Earth Day by lifting up that theme. I am Lairalaine White, your host, and alongside with me today are my fellow climate advocates, Reverend Alan Jenkins and Reverend Micheal Malcom. But what would you all say is the most pressing concern with the climate crisis right now?
Believe. We had over 100 scientists come together, and they put out a report last month that talks about our the state of our climate and the state of the conditions of our future, and it's very grave, and it's all because of us, and it's saying that we need to hurry up and do something about it, but nobody's moving with a sense of urgency about it. Uh, by now, every government around the world should have declared a state of emergency for our planet.
Yes.
And the reality is, if we're going to say that we want to lead in this space, we should have been the first to declare a state of emergency so that we can mobilize enough resources and mobilize the urgency necessary to defeat this thing. But we're still haggling over how we're gonna save how we're gonna save this system that has doomed us. Instead of us looking at ways of how we can change and replace to build a better tomorrow. We fighting against the things that'll help us the most. We fight against solar. We fight against weatherization. We fight against wind. We come up with all kind of excuses to continue propping up this chaos and crap that we have. Excuse me, I didn't mean to go that far, but we keep trying to find a bandage for something that's clearly need to be amputated. So at some point, we've got to own it, or else it's owning us, whether we like it or not.
Absolutely, absolutely. Now, from an education standpoint, for my viewers that really don't understand the depressing concerns about the climate crisis, can you all what are your perspectives on the most pressing concern about the current climate crisis, and what should we be doing?
The Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change was founded as a part of the United Nations. They had their first conference on climate in Rio in 1991, where George H.W. Bush signed on to that. As he signed on for us to be a part of the Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change, which was already starting to sound some alarms in 1991. He did so with reticence. And he said that the American way of life is not up for negotiation. We may be signing on to this accord to address the climate crisis and oil consumption, the burning of fossil fuels. But make no mistake, we're going to continue with our patterns of consumption. The biggest crisis, I would like to talk about this theology of apocalypse, which has really gripped me here in recent years. But to answer your question quickly, what's the gravest crisis of the climate? The Thwaites Glacier in West Antarctica. And Reverend Malcom is down in Miami right now. And he knows what's going on in Miami Beach, for example. The waters are rising. And the Thwaites Glacier is a huge glacier the size of, I don't know, Florida, Montana, or something like that. And it is on the precipice of sliding into the ocean. And when it does, and when it melts, it will raise the ocean's levels by at least 11 feet, if not 30. It's called the Doomsday Glacier.
We need to really be able to acknowledge the true harm and true damage that we're facing right now. I'm in Miami, and y'all, I've been on Miami Beach, and it's a strip. It really is. I mean, the waters are just about at the hotels now.
Mhm, mhm.
It's just a
Yeah.
strip.
And getting close to the freshwater aquifers. And when
Yes,
salt water gets into the freshwater aquifers,
it
forget it.
ruins it.
Forget it. They're
It
all going to
ruins
move
it.
to Atlanta.
It
Wow.
ruins it.
Wow.
I mean,
So,
so it's extremely serious. It's very it's a sombering subject. It really is, and it's dreadful, but it's real. And
so,
either we acknowledge it now or it happens to us.
so on that note, um, we're going to sign off for now. I want to encourage everyone to follow us on Facebook and Instagram and LinkedIn. And don't forget about our social justice camp for kids. We're going into year 3. If you want to know more information about that, you can log on to our website. It's www.socialjusticecampforkids.com. And now I want to thank each and every one of you for listening to us and giving this world, helping us to give this world a voice as we continue to advocate for advocate for climate crisis. And I leave you with those famous words of the Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King. He said that we are caught in an inescapable network of mutuality. We're tied to a single garment of destiny, our destiny. So whatever affects one directly affects us all indirectly. And on that note, I want to say good night and have a great day.